Hi guys, good morning. Good morning all. Hello. Am I audible? Is my voice reaching to everyone? Can I get the responses from the audience, please? Hi Nagendra, good morning. Hello. All right, fine. Okay guys, so we'll start the class. So, today we'll start from this demo actually. Okay, implementation steps to perform the metadata activity, validation activity, and if condition. Multiple activities or multiple controls we'll use in our ADF pipelines. In our ADF pipelines, we'll use this multiple activities just in one demo in one ADF pipeline only. Okay, fine. So what I do, I'll just come here to the portal .azure.com. Okay, so we'll just follow the steps, guys. How the steps has been designed here. So we are, creating a blob storage account and blob container inside it and place and upload the .csv file. We'll then create a Gen2 storage account and we'll create a container inside it. Then we'll create an ADF. Okay, these steps will follow. Step by step we'll do. Okay, so let me go here to the storage accounts. Quickly, I'm doing these demos, guys, one by one. Just I'm following the steps here. Okay, I'll take here my RG. I'll take 1909. Okay, source say. Okay, I'm giving the storage account name. Any name you can give, it's upon your choice. Okay, rest all the values I'm leaving it to default, and I'm going ahead and I'm creating a storage account. Okay, next what I'll do, I'll create a Gen2 storage account also. Let this storage account gets created. Then I'll upload this .csv file. This will be my destination storage account. Destination. Okay. Okay. This one. This is the catch, guys. Enable hierarchical namespace. When I'm checking this checkbox, it means that I'm going for the Gen2 storage account. Okay. And rest of the things I'm leaving it to default and I'm provisioning this Gen2 storage account. Okay. Click on create. This is my source storage account. See, SRC stands for source. SRC stands for source. SA stands for storage account. And if I'm giving just SRC SA, then it is not accepting. Every time we have to pass a unique name. Because of that reason, I'm just giving some number here. Okay, any number you can give here. SRC stands for source here. Okay, so I'll go to the blob services. I'll create one container. I'll take here my I'll say here source container, SRC container. Okay. And then we'll upload one file here. Okay. One .csv file. We'll upload it. Okay. Done. Now this is my destination storage account. I'll just create one container inside this destination storage account. Okay. Fine. This is done. Step 1, step 2 is completed. Now we'll create an ADF. We'll create an ADF now. Okay. I'll come to data factories. I click on create. I'll take this resource group. Okay. These two storage accounts I have created here in my RG. I'm creating this also in my RG. I'll give some unique number and I'll say here Naresh ADF. Okay. Rest of all these things I'm leaving it to default and I'm going for the ADF creation. Okay. I'm provisioning ADF. Okay. ADF is being provisioned. I'll go to the ADF. I'll launch ADF Studios. Okay, what it is saying next, launch ADF Studios, go to author and then pipeline, click on three dots of pipelines and say new pipeline. Okay, so let it get launched here. Author here, click on author, pipelines, click on this three dots and say here new pipeline. Okay, and here you have to pass the name of the pipeline. So come here and pass the name. What should be the name? I'm passing the name as dynamic pipelines. Okay. Any name you can pass here. So I'm passing here the name as dynamic pipelines and then click on this properties tag, then it will get disappeared. This, okay. The pop of what it is getting, it will get disappeared, hide. Okay, that will be convenient for us. Next, in activities pane at center, type get metadata, drag and drop the get metadata control at the center. So I'm saying here, get metadata, drag and drop the metadata control in your pipeline canvas. This is this area, this center area, we call it as what? Pipeline canvas. And here we are getting multiple activities, plenty of controls we'll see here for different requirements. We can use different controls here. So whatever the control you want, simply come here and search for that control, guys. Okay, don't search here, it will take a lot of time and confusion unnecessarily. Exactly type the control or activity. This is called control on an activity. Search it here, you will get it. Simply drag and drop in your pipeline canvas. Once it is done, click on this one, just select that one. Okay, what I'm saying here, drag and drop the get metadata control to the center, click on settings tab. Okay, this is your settings tab. Okay, I'll just give the name as get metadata of the file first, then click on this settings tab. Then in this settings tab, what you have to do, after you come here to the settings tab, plus new search blob, what it is doing, it is asking for the, okay, link services created, data set to be created. Okay, you can create before or you can create along with the control, link services and data set. Every time you have to create it, because whatever the activities that you are doing, it is must and should that it should have the link services and data set. So where is my source? My source is in blob storage account. So select here blob, say continue. My file is in CSV file. Okay, so that's why I'm selecting a delimited text. Say continue here. See, I'm having CSV files in my source. If I come here to my source storage account, okay, this is my source storage account. If I come here, see what I'm having here. I'm having here details.csv. CSV. That's why I'm selecting here CSV. Okay, and then say here continue. Then it is asking to pass some name. Okay, what name we are going to pass? We'll pass name as GS inputs. Okay, I'm passing just this name. All the steps you can follow, guys, in the material. Okay, the steps have been mentioned. Then it is asking next for link services. Link services also we have not created. So what we'll do, we'll say here plus new. So come here, click on this one and say here plus new name for your link service. Okay, So we are giving the name as ls blob storage. Okay, we are giving the name as what? Ls blob storage. Description, whatever you want, you can pass, or else you can skip. Okay, it won't throw you any error. Select the subscription here. Carefully select the storage account. This is the storage account. Carefully that you have to select. Then say test connection. Okay, connection gets succeeded. Connection should get succeeded. Yes, connection is successful. Click on create. Okay, it is creating now the link services. Click on this folder icon. Okay, this is the container that we are having in our source storage account. Click on this container, select this file, say okay. Okay, first row as header. Okay, import schema as none. Choose this option and then say okay. This has been done. The same steps I am mentioning here all. Okay, fine. Now in settings tab for field list, okay, in settings tab for field list, see I have mentioned in settings tab for field list, click on plus new. Where is the plus new? Here it is the plus new. Fine. Click the drop box every time and click on plus new every time and select the below options for every one box. Okay, depends upon. So see guys, what is happening here depends upon your usage, depends upon the requirement. Okay, what is this one? Can you please tell me whatever you are showing exactly why we are doing this, what we want to achieve from this? If we want to know the metadata before copying the file, okay, this control what we are doing, metadata control we are using here. In this demo, we are using practice guys, practice, you will understand which control we are using and what that with that control what we are getting. Okay, so for the first time you won't get it, you won't understand, but keep practicing multiple times, you will understand what is this controls and how we are using these controls in our ADF. So this demo, okay, in this demo we are using what? A metadata control or activity. Okay, why we are using this control? Okay, I'll say here why we are using this control, because okay, before loading the file, okay, in our projects, okay, in our projects, okay, in our projects, okay, before loading the file, okay, we'll check the metadata, will check the metadata, okay, of the file. Like metadata means what is the file size, file format, okay, and file exists or not in your source. Okay, and many things are there. Column count in your file, how many columns are there, etc, etc. To get all this information of a file, okay, before copying it into your destination, you will check all these details. So to check all these details, we are using this metadata control. Metadata means it will get the details of your file. Okay, it will give the okay information about your file, all the many details. So what details you want, you are selecting here. Okay, so see, I'm saying here first I want it. Okay, is that clear now? Column count, how many columns are there in my file if I want to know? Then okay, say here I want the column count. Okay, is that clear? Yes. Nagendra, you are right. In last class, I have explained get metadata control and validation activities. But this demo we have stopped in between. In the middle, we have stopped this demo. That's why I'm continuing. I'm showing this demo again from the beginning. Okay. Thank you, Nagendra. Your memory is very good. Fine. Next, see why I'm showing this demo, this metadata activity and validation activity. I'm showing it again because the demo we have stopped in between. So I don't want to skip it. That's why I'm showing it again. Okay, Pranil, is that clear to you? So whatever the activities we are going to use here in ADF pipeline, every activity have a purpose. Every activity is having a purpose and a need. In your real-time projects, okay, you need to know how much data, what is the file size, how much columns are there, what is the file uh, extension, like CSV, XLSX, whatever it is, blah blah. Fine. So now whatever I want it as part of the metadata of the file, structure, skeleton of the file. Okay, not the inside data, not the inside data. Okay, data I'm looking at here of the file is like file size, file existence, okay, number of column counts, okay, and multiple things that you can get it here. This is, so just click here on plus new and add the details whatever you want to know. Okay, I'll say here content. Okay, this one. Next, item name, item type. Okay, I'll say here item name. Next, I will say here item type. These all details I want for my file. Exist, last modified. Okay. I'll say here whether a file exists or not. Tell me that also. Last modified. When this file got modified. Okay. Then size, structure. See, plenty of things that you can get it here. This is the size. Okay. And structure. Okay, like what all the details you want from this file, you can select it. Now click on publish, publish all, publish. Hold on, this publish is always you have to do, guys, because whatever the things that you are doing here, it won't get saved. It is something like build. Publish all is something like build. Okay, publish is completed. Now I am saying here click on debug. Okay, click on debug. This is our debug option. Once you click on debug, then what it will do, it will deploy something. It is something like deploy. Okay, publish all is something like build, and debug is something like deploy. Just understand in this way. But in Data Factory Studios, we are calling it as publish all, publish and debug. Okay, so now it is getting the metadata of our file which is there in our source. See, now it's been succeeded. If you come here now, this is your input, this is your output. Come here, see, it is giving me all the details of my file, all the details of my file. See, the file name is this one, the file type, what is the type of my content that I have placed in my source storage account, that is basically a file. And is it exist? Yes, it's exist. Okay, its name is this one, details 1111.csv. Okay, it is modified on 15th September. I kept this file in my storage account on 15th of September. That is what today. This is the size of my file. Okay, and this is the structure that I'm having in my file. Okay, so it's having name, year passed, marks, product type, etc., etc. Column count 4 it is showing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. So that is what is showing here. Column count as 4. All these details it is showing. If I want to know these details, then I can use this get metadata activity. I can use this get metadata activity. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Now, I have shown this with one activity. See, the same thing I'm showing it here. In your screenshot, I have attached in the material. You just click on this output. This is your output. This is your input. If you click on input, all these details we have given that we want to know. And here it is showing the output for all those details what we have passed. Okay, fine. Now, what I'll do, see, metadata means when the file got created, on which date and time it got modified, what is the file size, what is the file type, okay, like Excel, CSV, Notepad, etc. And the header columns is called as a schema. So I want to know all these things from my file, then I'll use this control called get metadata. Get metadata. Next control I'm going to use, next control or an activity that I'm going to use, that is the water validation. Validation is also one type of activity. Okay, validation control, or you can say validation activity. This is also one type of activity. Okay, what this activity do? This activity will tell us whether the file exists or not in our source. If it is exist, then give me the metadata of the file. If the file not existed, then you won't get the metadata of the file. Of course, we can get here also the existence of the file from our source, but this is also one of the control. Why I'm teaching this is because in the interviews they will ask for an Azure data engineers, what they will ask in ADF pipelines, what control and activity you have to use to get the metadata of your source content, of your storage account content. In that way, you can say here we can use get metadata control. What the get metadata control can give us, can get the information. So we can say here column count, we can get item name with item type, whether the file exists or not, modify date and time, size, file size, or whatever it is, okay, present in your source, structure, etc., etc. Okay, they will ask what controls or activities, okay, that you have used in your ADF in Azure Data Factory, or to get the, okay, structure, okay, or size or column count of your source content, okay, before loading the destination, okay, before loading into the destination, okay, to get the structure, size, column count, okay, etc., like this, okay, of your source content before loading into the destination. What control or activity that you use in ADF? Like this kind of questions you will get. Correct, na, Nagendra? So I believe Nagendra is a working professional, I believe, in Azure Data Engineering only, if I'm not wrong. Yes, right? You're not working, you're not a working professional. Okay, guys, who is working here as part of Azure Data Engineer? Someone, or all are freshers only here? So you're working as ETL professional. Okay, so ETL professional, which tool you are using, Nagendra? SSIS you are using, Informatica you are using. Acha, MuleSoft. Okay, MuleSoft you are using. Okay, okay, okay. So what I suggest, guys, what I suggest now, see, every activity or control, okay, every activity or control, you can call it as activity or controls, whatever it is, every activity or control that you are using in ADF, just type that activity in Google. Type that activity in Google. Suppose for an example, now I'm using here get metadata activity. Get metadata activity we have done today. For an example, I'm telling for an example, then you want to know what is this activity, why we are using in ADF and all. So simply go to Google, okay, and say here in Google, say here, okay, okay, what is get metadata activity in ADF? In ADF, that's it. You will get the history. See, get metadata activity takes a data set as an input and returns metadata information as output. Currently, the following connectors and the corresponding retrievable metadata are supported. The maximum size of return metadata is 4 MB. Whatever it is that you can pass. What is the division between lookup activity and metadata activity? Then you can get the details here. You can get the details here. Okay, fine. So now, like this, you can get the information. Okay, Azure Data Factory get metadata example. Just click here, you will get the information about the get metadata activity. See, plenty of things you can get it here. See, same thing I have mentioned here in our item name, item type, size, last modified, child item, content message, structure, column count exist. Many we have used. See, same column count, content message digest, item name, item type, exist, last modified, size, structure, and many other things also you will get it. The same thing is showing in Google also. Okay. Acha. Divakar, you are a fresher. Okay. 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 Fine, guys. No problem. No problem. It happened. See, when I started my career, I started with .NET. You know, I started with .NET. My career, I started as a .NET developer. Okay. Then I learned MSBI. Then I learned SQL DB, SQL developer. I came to SQL developer. I changed my skill set. Then I became SQL admin. I became SQL admin. Then I became Azure admin. Okay, now I'm handling Azure data engineering projects. It happens. Come on. See, as we keep on becoming old, like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years experience, then what will happen? We keep on learning new technologies and we keep on changing our work profile. And this should be good. This should be good now. Now, if I go to any other company and if I say, like I know these many technologies in my resume, then I'll get a lot of value adds. I'll get a lot of benefits. Companies will prefer my profile because I'm carrying multiple technologies in my professional career. That gives a benefit. Okay. Acha, Mahesh, you have already worked in Azure portal. Good, very good. Fine. Okay. Okay, as a tester. Okay. All right. So what I'll do, guys, I'll go for the next activity now. Next activity is what we are having. Next activity we are having is this one. Okay. That is validation. Validation control. Okay. What this is, the name itself is telling validation. It will do the validation of our file and it will tell us whether the file is there, whether the file is existing or not in our source, So what I'll do, I'll say here activities pane and I'll type here validation, drag and drop the validation control to center before get metadata activity. Step by step, I have written here, guys, in the material, step by step. I know these labs are very dry. These labs are very tough, very dry. I understand. That's why I have written here the step by step. Still, sometimes what happens with steps, you cannot understand. With steps, sometimes it happens with me also. I'm also a human being. Sometimes even with steps also we cannot do the labs. It happens. Come on, it's normal. It's very normal. We cannot do the lab. So what you have to do, the best way to do the labs or to complete the labs is to refer the video recordings. Refer the video recordings. Okay, is that clear? Video recordings is the best way, guys. Okay, video recording is the best way to complete the labs. I'm telling, the labs are very tough, very dry, especially for the people who are, okay, the people who are new to ADF, Azure Data Factory. Then video recordings are must to complete the labs. I'm telling it to you guys. Please keep this in mind. You cannot do the labs. Yes, and one more thing, remember, if you do the labs completely, then only your confidence will build up and you can take up the interviews. I'm telling you, just don't read theory. Just don't read theory. Just don't do the labs. Do the lab, read the theory. Do the labs, read the theory. Then that, gives you the confidence. You get the things. Because in interviews, they will ask you your concepts. Okay, what is get meter activity, what controls you have used in ADF, what is the purpose of this control, okay, what this control is used for business requirement point of view, and all these things they will ask in the interview. Once you're placed in any project, once you join any project, then they will ask you to do it practically. So both are important, theory as well as practical. Okay, and any control, if you want, directly put that control in Google. What is this control? Why we have to use this control? You will get a lot of information about the control, about that activity, whatever we are using in the classes. Anyhow, I'll also tell it whatever way possible from my end. I'll also tell it. But if you want further more information, lot of details and all, you can search it in Google. You will get it. Pranil, is that clear? Yes or no? Fine. So what I'll do now, I'll go for the validation control. So some come here straightforward and type here validation. So you got the validation control, drag and drop here in your pipeline canvas. Okay, what we call this area we are calling it as a pipeline canvas. Pipeline canvas. What I'll do, I'll just make a, okay, connection between this control and this control with this pipeline. Okay, then I'm giving the name validate if file exists. What I'm saying here, the name of this control, click on this control, then you will find this control features, general settings, user property. These are all the features of this control. You can get this feature only if you click on this control. If you click here, then you will get pipelines features, parameters, variable settings, output. These are pipelines features. If you click on this control, then you will get this control features, general settings and user properties. These things will make clear only if you do the labs, guys. I'm telling you, do the labs, these things will get clear to you. Else you will get confused how these things are coming, how these things are coming, how these things are coming, what is going on and all. No, you won't get it if you attend the classes only. If you are only attending the classes, you won't get anything. I'm telling you guys. If you only attend the classes, then you won't get anything. Anything. You won't get anything. I'm telling you. Your practice will only make you perfect. Your practice, okay, your practice will only makes you perfect. Okay, see, even today also, I forget. Okay, I forget some steps in ADF controls. It happens, guys. We are human beings. We keep forgetting the things. God has given that quality to forget the things. It happens with 10 years experience, 20 years experience with IIT, with whoever the intelligent person is. He'll forget some of the other thing. Okay, fine. So please practice. If you practice, then only you will understand what's going on in the classes. Else you can't catch up. I'm telling you. Fine. So what I'll do here, I'll click on this control and I got this control features in general. Okay, I'm giving the name as something like this. See, I'm giving the name. See, name. I'm giving the name as what? This one. Validate if file exists. Validate if a file exists. So pass this one. Then I'm saying a click on settings tab. This is the settings tab. Okay, data set, click the knob and choose the DS inputs. Click this knob and choose the DS input. Fine. And then next data set, click on the knob and choose DS input. This we have done. Okay. Timeout, this one we have to set. Okay. I'm saying here for 7 days. Okay. I'm passing here for 7 days. You can pass for 7 days. You can pass for 5 days, whatever it is. See, what is this means? This means that this control will keep on validating, okay, whether this file is there or not till 7 days. If you pass here 5, then it will validate for 5 days. Sleep 30. Okay, sleep, I'm giving here it as 30. What does this means? Means for every 30 seconds, it will check the file. Minimum file size should be 10. So I'll just say here 10. Fine. Means here I want to, okay, I want if the file size is less than 10 bytes, then don't pick the file, something like this. Now establish a connection between the validation control and get metadata control. This I have done. Connection means this one. Okay. That is what I am saying here. Validation control and get metadata control. This we have done in above demo. Okay. This we have done in just now. This was our first demo. This control is our second demo. That is what I am mentioning here. Okay, fine. By dragging and dropping a green line from validation control to get metadata control, then say here publish all. Okay, then say debug. Okay, I'll say here now publish all. Publish. Hold on, let the publish gets completed here. It is publishing. Okay, publish got succeeded. Click on close, then say here debug. Now we'll see the outputs of these two controls. Okay. It's going on. It is in progress. See, it is in progress. It succeeded. See, validated file exists. This control output we are seeing here. Get metadata control output we are seeing here. The first control output, whichever the control you're keeping it first, that control output will come the last. Second control output will come here. If third control output, if third control is there, then you will get it at the top. Okay, first control output is at the last. So let us see what it is saying. Yes, the file exists. The file exists. True. That is what I said. Na? Validate if file exists or not. Yes, it is saying true. The file is exist in my source. Size of this file is 146 bytes. Okay. And all the other details you are getting it. Fine. And here also you are getting the output of the file. Fine. See, say size it is showing as 146 bytes. Here also it is showing yes, the file exists. Type is source type is of what type file. Name is this one. All these things, blah blah. Fine, this is done. Now what I'll do, this is completed now. Debug. Wait for some 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, guys, 1 minute. Hold on, guys. Just 1 minute, please. Okay, all right. So now we have done this one. The same steps I'm mentioning here. Wait for some 1 to 2 minutes, depends upon the file size. Then it will check whether the file exists or not. The validation control. Okay, in the blob storage account. Okay, blob storage account. If yes, then from get metadata control, it will give us the metadata details of the file. Fine. Now, if you want to test it, okay, whether this control is working fine or not, this step is not required. It's your choice. If you want to do, you can do it, else you can skip this one. Now what I'm saying here, remove the .csv file from blob storage account, okay, in settings tab of validation control. Okay, what I'll do here, I will come here to my source storage account. This is the file. I'll delete. I'm removing this file. Okay, I'll come here. I'll come to validation control, and it will check for 5 days. Instead of that, I'll say here, just tell me whether the file exists or not in 30 seconds. Okay, or in 20 seconds or in 40 seconds. Whatever you want, you can pass it on here. Click on publish all, click on publish. Okay, now it is publishing. The same thing I mentioned, remove the .csv file from blob storage account as this is in our source. In settings tab validation control, make it to 30 seconds or whatever you want. Why I'm changing this one? Because if I'm keeping here 5, then it keep on running for 5 days. If I keep here 10, then it will keep on running for 10 days. And it won't give me the any result, any output. That's why I'm asking you to check in 30 seconds or 40 seconds and tell me whether the file exists or not. That is what I have done the changes here. I said publish all, debug the pipeline. Okay, let us wait for the publishing to be completed here. Hold on. Yeah, publish is completed. Good. I'll go for the debug now. So it's in progress. It's checking basically whether the file exists or not. It's still checking. Hold on. Still checking. They have given 40 seconds. It will check up to 40 seconds. Okay. Now it should say that the timeout. Yeah, see, it said timeout. Timeout means what? It have checked for the given time here for 40 seconds. Okay, and it didn't find the file. That's why it has said the status as in our output as timeout. Getting, guys, is that clear? Now what I'll do, I'll come to my source. I'll come here and I'll upload a file. Okay, I'll upload the file back into my source storage account. Just hold on. Why is taking this much long time? Sometimes Azure will behave unexpected also, guys. See, it taken a little time for me to upload the file. So it's a very small file only. Fine. Then I'll come here. I'll come to this control. I'll say here something. I can pass here for 2 days also. Okay. And I'll say here 0. Fine. Any time you can pass here. It's your choice. Say here publish all. Say publish. Let us wait for the publishing gets succeeded here. Hold on. This I have done the testing. Just for testing point of view, I have done. Now I click on debug. Now it has to give me the details now. Yeah, super. See, it has given me the details back. Why? Because I have kept the file back in the source storage account, and also I have set the timeout here. This is what about the second activity. So first activity we have used what, guys? We have used first activity as a get metadata, correct? Second activity we have used as validation. Third activity, what we are going to use, I'll see here, if condition. Next activity we are using as what? If condition. If condition control or if condition activity. Okay. See, I have given a small knowledge byte here. What is that I have mentioned here? See, generally we use this if condition control to check whether the file content is exist or not. File content, file content, not the file skeleton or structure. File content exist or not. Okay, file exist or not. File content is as expected or not, etc. To get all these things about the file in our source, we use this if condition. We use this if condition. Okay, see, I'll come here. I'll go to this file, click on this file. I'll click on edit and I'll say here, yes, file is there. File is there. Content is also in the file. See, name, year passed, marks, products type. Name is Rajesh, Rahul, Arjun, Jack. Year passed. When they have passed in 2009, 2009, 2010, something, something. Okay. Marks. Rajesh got 75%, Rahul got 62%, Arjun got 60 something, etc. Product type, electronics, hardware, miscellaneous something. Just I'm giving. The file is there, content is also there, everything. But you cannot say like this in your interview, okay, I go to the source content, I click on the file, I click on edit, I'll check. No, not possible like this. You cannot take. You cannot take because you are a data engineer. You are a data engineer. They'll ask you what control or activity you will use to ensure that the file content data inside the file exists or not. Then we'll use here if condition control. You can say here control or an activity. Get metadata control, or you can say here get metadata activity. Anything you can say, control or an activity. Same here, you can say control or an activity. Here we are having use if condition. If condition control or activity. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll just go here to my ADF and I'll search here for if condition. Type here if condition. See, I got it. If condition. Okay, I got the if condition. I'll drag and drop here if condition. Okay, that is what I'm saying here. Okay, in activities, drag and drop the if condition activity after get metadata control. After get metadata control, this is my get metadata control. I dragged it here. After get metadata control, click on the if condition. In general tab, give the name. Click on this if condition. So first establish a connection here. Okay, this is your establishing a connection. Click on this control now here on the top. On top, this is the head. This is the head of the control. So click on this head here. Now, what you have to do in general tab, give the name accordingly. I'll say here my if condition. I'll say here my if condition. I'm giving the name something like this. I'm saying here, give the name accordingly. Okay. In general tab, give the name accordingly. You can give any name. Establish a connection between get metadata control and if condition. This I have done already. Click on activities tab. Okay. Click on expression box. Click on this activities tab. Click on this expression box and say here add dynamic content. Say here add dynamic content. Then right side a window will get open. In the same window and below we can see all the expressions output. This is the window got open on the right side, and this is the expression builder or expression writing box. This is expression writing box. That's what I'm saying here. Okay. Expression options. Just make a single click on metadata control column count. Metadata control column count. Okay, I clicked on this one. Expression got built. Now I'm keeping a condition. What this? I'm just writing a condition or a method equals. I'm saying that okay, as shown below. What I'm saying here, and then add at equals method as shown below in the expression box. After we write the expression as shown below, then finally click on OK. So what I'm saying here, okay, this file of mine, when it is giving me an output as 4 columns, when my file is carrying, or let us take in my source here, I'm having 10 files. I want to copy only the files to my destination, which is having 4 columns, which is having 3 columns. Whatever you want, you can keep the condition here in your if condition. So what I'll say here, I'll say that okay, if the files which are carrying 4 columns, then it should okay get copied. So I'll say here equal, okay, and I'll say here comma, say 4 and close. I'm making some mistake here. It should be equals, not equal. It should be equals. Activity get metadata output dot column count equal to 4. Yes, my file is having 4 columns. That's why I'm passing here 4. In your real-time projects, how it would be, there are 10 files and your client will say, I want the only files which is carrying 4 columns, 3 columns. Then you can keep that condition here in the expression. Okay, that is what I'm saying here. Right now, my file is carrying 4 columns. That was given 4 here. Once it is done, now click on show nested activities by default. Click on OK here. Okay, nested activities. You click on nested activities, show nested activities by default. Then you will see 2 boxes. Then we'll find 2 boxes if condition control as true and false. Okay. See here, I'm having 2 boxes, true and false. If I just move a little bit here, see, I'm having true 1 box and false 1 box. True 1 box and false 1 box. Okay, fine. What I'll do now, I'm saying here in activity search for copy data control and then drag and drop in general tab. Okay. Okay. So what it is saying that click on this true box pencil. Okay, we are having 2 boxes, true and false, true box and false box. Then we'll find 2 boxes in if condition control, that is true and false. In that, click on true box pencil. This is the pencil of true box. Okay. Now, here in activities search for copy data control and then drag and drop. What here you have to do in activities now? Copy the data. Okay, this is another control to copy the data from source to target. This is another control we are using. Say here, drag and drop. This is your pipeline canvas and dragging and dropping into my pipeline canvas. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Drag and drop. In general tab, pass name, copy data from source to target. Click on the header. Click on the head of this control. Then in name, pass here, copy the data from source to target. Then now click on source tab. What I'm saying here, next click on source tab. This is our source tab. Then plus new, say here plus new. Where is our source file? It is in blob storage. So type here blob, click on Azure blob storage, click on continue. Our file is in CSV format. So select CSV here, say continue. Then next properties name it is asking for. Okay, name. Okay, what I'm saying here, DS input for copy control. Any name you can pass here. I'm just passing this name. Then next link service, ls blob storage. Link service here, you will find ls blob storage. This we have created already this we have created. Click on this folder icon, click on the container, and then select this file, say okay. Okay, then say here first row as header I want, say none, and click on okay. Done. This is completed. Then what we'll do, this all steps I have done. Select the file, okay, ensure the checkbox first row as header, import schema as none, and say okay. This is what. Click on this true box here on top I have shown now. Click on the true box as shown in image below. This is the image where I have highlighted. Okay. Now click on sync tab. I'm saying here, click on sync tab. This is your sync tab. Click on it. Plus new. Plus new. Search here your destination where you want to keep in Gen2 storage account. That's why type here Gen2. This is your Gen2 storage account. You want it in delimited text, CSV file only. Click on continue. Give the name. You can give any name. Let us see what name it has given here. LSADL storage account. ADL. ADL means Gen2. Azure Data Lake Storage. Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2. Then what it is saying. Sorry, this is the DS name. This one we have to give. Sorry. This is the data set properties. So we have to give this name here. Okay. Link services. What it is saying for link services plus new. So I'll say here link services plus new. Give the name. What name it is saying? LS. See guys, might be referring these steps is not needed for me, but for you guys in order to understand how to do the labs. Following these steps, I'm referring. Okay. 90% I can do it without referring the steps. But for your sake, for your understanding, for you to do it conveniently step by step, I'm referring it. Okay. If you see the recorded videos now after the class, it will be convenient for you. Okay. Sir was referring steps like this and all. Okay, fine. So I've given the name here for my link service. I'm picking the subscription here. Okay, then I'm picking the storage account, and then I'll say here test connection. Test connection means whether it's just check whether the storage account exists or not in this subscription with this name, etc., etc. All is good. Test connection is successful. Click on create. Okay, then all these things we have checked here. Then we click on create finally. Now click on folder icon. Click on this folder icon. Select this one, container, and then click on OK. Fine. First row as header, import schema as none because we are copying the complete file end to end. That's why I'm saying here, import schema as none. Okay, mic on ADL. Okay, and then click on OK. Ensure the box first row as header has selected. Yes. First row as header has selected. Import schema as none. Okay, import schema as none. See, this is import schema as none. Okay, okay, click on okay. Fine, this is done. Now in same sync tab only, scroll down and change the file extension to .csv. Here in same sync tab only, scroll down and change the file extension to .csv. Okay, done. Then publish, click on pipeline. All is done now. Say publish all, click on publish. Okay, fine. Okay, click on publish. One more time it is saying not required. If you are finding any notifications here, then only publish, do the publish, else it is not required. So just now we have done the publish. Publish is completed. Okay, now click on debug. What it is saying, click on debug now. See what I'll do now. I'll say debug. Now all the controls which we place in the pipeline should get succeeded. And we can see the file copied from source blob storage account to ADL storage account. So what I'll do, I'll come here and I'll say debug in my pipeline. I'm waiting for the output. Let us wait. Super. See, all the outputs we got it here now. See, all the outputs we got it here. See, validate if file exists. This control output, get metadata. This control output is here. This is the output. Okay, if condition, this control output. Under that, again, we have kept one more control, copy data control. If you go here, then this is copy data control. This is also one control. And the output of this control is here we are seeing it. Copy data. Okay. This is the output of this control. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll close here. Okay. I'll go to my destination storage account. I'll take a refresh. Destination, data lake storage, destination, and see the file got copied. Aha, super, super. The file got copied. This is our destination container. This is my destination storage account, na? DEST, destination storage account. This was my source storage account, SRC source storage account. See, the file is what here? Details 1111.csv. Okay, in my source storage account. So I copied that in my destination storage account, same file. Okay, details 1111.csv. So what we have done in this demo, we have used many controls. We have used validation control. We have used get metadata control. We have used if condition control. We have used a copy data control also. Getting guys, is that clear? This is what how it is. Fine. Now I'll stop the class here. This is the next lab now. Guys, see, again, I'm telling you, again, I'm telling, this is very tough. Okay, especially for newcomers. For newcomers, this is very tough. Okay. So please practice, practice, and practice. Take the video recordings and start practice. And one more thing here, guys. See, I'm going very slow. I'm going very, very slow. Okay. I have to increase the speed a little because if we go at this pace, we cannot complete the syllabus. If we go with this pace, we cannot complete the syllabus. So I request you all, please practice. You can catch up the technology. Then I can also go a little bit fast. Okay. Is that clear? Fine, guys. So, well, the demo for today completed very well. We have seen many activities today. We have seen get metadata activity. We have seen validation activity. We have seen if condition activity, and then we have seen the copy data activity in ADF. In ADF. So like this, there are many activities, many controls we are going to use, guys, as a part of data engineering role, Azure data engineer role. All these activities I'll definitely cover one by one. All right. So any questions, guys, before I close the class for today? Any questions? Is all good? Yes, no? Am I good to close the class? No, no, Mahesh, just hold on for some time. Okay, I'll give the sample resume maybe after some time, not now. Okay, maybe after like after 70-80% of the syllabus is done, then I'll share the sample resume. Okay. I believe we have completed 50% syllabus. I believe, not sure how much we have completed, but still there is a lot and lot of things that we have to cover. So I'll give it at the end of the classes, like, not at the end, maybe after some 15-20 days, I'll give it. Okay. All right, guys, I'll just close the class for today. We'll connect again tomorrow. Then we'll continue the next topics. Bye, everyone, guys. Take care.